Hi guys. So the girls surprised me by super deep cleaning the kitchen this morning, even though that wasn't part of their chore. So I'm making them a special breakfast. This is, if I can get it off, here we go. This is our smoked and salted and then smoke cured bacon. And you can see it. I need to turn this so I can see. Paige, I'm warning you, I told you. This is what it looks like. And it's been in our warm kitchen for, I don't know, a couple weeks now. And we peppered it up really good. And it's really firm and really dry. I'm going to be able to get through it. And what Mr. Dirt does is once we cut it, and this is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be tough. There's not enough moisture in there to cause any problems. Can you see it? It's beautiful. Mr. Dirt soaks it. I love it too. Mr. Dirt soaks it in water at least for a few hours if we're going to use it for morning bacon. If I'm using it in a soup, I will not soak it because I'm using all that salt to flavor whatever it is I'm doing. Isn't that beautiful? It's very, very firm. And when you cook it, the fat stays firm. It doesn't go slimy, greasy.
I love the taste of it, and Mom and Dad make it very good. And if you want some, you should just follow this video.
Yeah. So he cured this in salt for, I don't know, a week and a half. And then he smoked it twice. It's just what he wanted to do. And when he brought it in, he really heavily peppered the outside. And it smells like bacon. It smells incredible. There's no rancidity. It's all perfectly good. He asked me if I would start using it a little faster because this is the first time we've used it and it is quite warm in here. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just more of a trial run of how is it turning out? Are we concerned about safety? But we're not. It's just, it's perfect. So we've got one more of these. We've got one more of these out in the smokehouse. And then we've got one more full pork belly that needs to be cured that's down in the freezer from our last pig. And what this does is add fabulous flavor to soups and stuff. Chowders, it's exceptional in chowder. But if you want to use it for breakfast, like a whole piece, which I think is a complete waste. It's such a waste. However, I'm obeying instructions from my husband. And so for breakfast, you need to pull some of that salt out. And it actually has not made it flabby or made it nasty to eat. It just pulls the salt out by sitting in that water for a little bit. And it has the perfect, it's the best bacon I've ever eaten. And then I will hang this back up where it was. And I will let this sit for a little bit. It is cold water. And then I'll fry it up just like normal bacon and it'll be fantastic. So we're having hash browns, bacon, and eggs. Our chickens found a spot out in, can you see me? I could probably move this up, couldn't I? Sorry. Am I in the frame now? There we go. Our chickens found a spot out in the barn that is next to where the goats have deep mulch, deep bedding. So I haven't cleaned out their bedding at all. And I just keep putting more straw in it. And I believe the heat from that decomposing straw and everything is actually heating the barn and heating the ground under those eggs, because we've had exceptionally cold, not exceptionally cold for our area, but it's well below freezing at night. And I go out there, and I always leave one egg out there to indicate to them this is where I want them to lay. So I've left one egg out there every night, just hoping and praying that it doesn't crack, and it's never cracked. So I believe that the heat from that manure and straw is transferring over to the next 6 inches over on the other side of the gate to those eggs, because they've never frozen. And my new hens are flying over the fence out of the backyard to get to the barn to lay their eggs there. I don't know if they're doing that intuitively because of the heat or what. I believe I have some egg eaters in my older hens though, so I believe that's why I'm not finding any in the backyard. So we have plenty of eggs right now. We've got our potatoes from Ashcrafts that we still have, and I steamed those last night, so now we're gonna use them for hash browns and bacon and for breakfast. So hooray, a completely homemade meal. You know, the potatoes came 5 miles away, but everything else was really super close. So that was super exciting, and I'll go ahead and hang this back up and we will have breakfast.